Right, hello everybody, me again. I'm here wearing a different hat. I'm also the Deputy Chair of the University of the Future Committee, and I'm here presenting on behalf of the Chair, Professor Salome Mashwima, who's currently in Geneva. So I shall try and do justice to her presentation. The University of the Future project was initiated last year by UCT to really start to think about what a future university could look like. And we've been following a process over the last year, following very much a bottom-up strategy, going into the university, going into the various constituencies, the stakeholders of the university, to get their perspectives, rather than bringing in consultants to come and tell us this is what a future university should look like. It's very much wanted to follow a bottom-up approach. But in order for us to really understand a future university, it's important to first look at sort of the evolution of universities and where they're going. And looking at the trends out there around need for online education, that degrees aren't only qualifications that universities can offer, moving towards the concept of lifelong learning, where people are in their late 50s and 60s doing PhDs. Smart campus technology, green campus, diversity, inclusivity, increasing number of students, and the need for universities to accommodate more learners. Decreased government funding, we've heard a little bit about that and the challenges and a lot of the projects and soft funding, and universal access to higher education. So these are some of the trends that we've been seeing. So what is the University of the Future? From the work that we've been doing over the last year, we're really starting to see that the future of the University of UCT is looking at a university that's deeply engaged with society around it, very much looking at more the social responsiveness of the work that we do, engaged actively to bring about a better world, so very much focused on change and impact, filled with rapidly advancing technology, very important. We had the presentation this morning on AI, very important part of what we do. Dedicated research efforts of solving the world's most pressing problems. I think one of the themes that's come up a lot is the concept of the sustainability goals from the United Nations and the need for the role that universities play in addressing those. Committed to educating students to bring global citizens who understand sustainable thinking. Deeply connected to the industries and communities around them, and exceptionally committed to serving the needs of the students. So, as I mentioned, over the last year, we've been very much going into the university, speaking to various stakeholders. We've had a number of what we've termed co-creation workshops with students, with staff, and with industry, really just trying to understand the voices inside the university and where they see the future of a university going. And what that's culminated into are some emerging themes and principles that have come from the university community. And these are the sort of the top 10 that we harvested from the interactions that we've had over the last year. So the theme around decolonized inclusive curriculum that promotes academic freedom, Pan-African and African identity, bridging theory and practice, collaboration and inclusive spaces, that's the physical aspect, empathy and communication, honoring diversity with equal access, affordability and financial inclusion, entrepreneurship and access to UCT community, environmental and digital integration, and creativity, inclusivity, and well-being. So from these themes that emerged from the interactions with the university community, we launched a Future Challenge initiative where we wanted to start to see what are some of the future thinking that's already happening inside the university. We didn't want to position the University of the Future to say that this is something that doesn't exist. There's already a lot of tremendous work and ideas that exist. So we wanted to surface that. A big part of this project was to surface the future that already exists and is emerging. And so we undertook a call for projects a number of months ago with these following themes around teaching and learning, research, inclusivity, a smart campus, the green campus, and heritage. And the process surfaced around 33 projects. Sorry, the slide isn't that legible. But 33 projects that exist inside the university that are very much in a sort of embryonic phase. And one of the key aspects of the University of Future is for us to surface these and celebrate them and get them out into the public domain. So the process that we're taking with these projects is working with the individuals behind them. There are many other projects that exist as well. These for us were just the catalytic projects, the initial projects which surfaced from this first call. And the idea is to assist these the champions behind these projects and provide them a platform. Many of them looking for funding. The various themes that emerged, not going into the detail of the projects, was a campus environment that fosters a sense of community and connection, the importance of student experience as a transformative journey towards self-actualization, catalytic infrastructure projects that foster staff, student, and alumni engagement, ideas for infrastructure and services to support and delivery of the academic project, teaching and learning and research, and a need for a culture and leadership that support and enable future thinking and innovation. So this is very much a work in progress project at the moment, and where we are is we're working towards an exhibition which we want to hold later this year, where the 32 initial ideas that surfaced and emerged from the work that we've done will be presented. We'll be looking for fit for purpose, how they fit into UCT, how they fit into the future, looking at their feasibility, and also obviously from an investment perspective, return on investment to the principles that we identified earlier. At the moment, the idea is to hold this exhibition actually in the sports center, looking at the sports center from the sense of the philosophy around sport and how that brings diversity of cultures and different disciplines together. So going forward with the University of the Future, part of the exhibition, which we hope to run later this year, and absolutely will invite you all to that exhibition so you can see the projects that have emerged. We're also developing a conceptual framework which is going to feed into more from a strategic perspective, giving the university a roadmap to work towards, so they can bring these principles in to the strategic work that the university is doing. Future thinking, making spaces for new conversations, new ways of thinking, new attitudes, new priorities. So really starting to look at, with these principles, how can we start to embed that in our future thinking and make it part of our DNA. And then the concept of a futures planning hub. We're creating a home for the implementation of future projects, not only the 33 that have emerged, but the other projects as well that are out there, which we're hoping that this will be a catalyst towards surfacing and also starting to attract funding for these projects. So that's a quick snapshot of work in progress of the University of Future, and really looking forward to the exhibition later this year. I would love to see you all there. Thank you very much.